Going camping can sometimes be minimalistic, but it doesn't have to be. You can actually sit here by the fire, right? And it's pretty nice. Not only does it get tons of heat, but it gives you some ambiance. Now in this video, I'm going to show you several different reasons why I think this camper makes for an excellent couples camper. And it does that in spades. Although there is an option to have a sleeper in it, this one doesn't have it. It just has some comfy chairs. I'll show you those in a second. But the fact that you have the fireplace, that really kind of gives a whole different experience to the camper. On those days when it's kind of rainy outside and everything, this gives you, along with the TV, this is going to give you all the comforts of home that you might need. With that in mind, let's check out this Mini Lite, because with this length, you could actually get away with doing some boondocking in some different areas. Now, sure, you might not be able to do some stuff you do with the Geo Pro, but it's still up there in terms of being able to have it as a base camp to doing some stuff and still coming back with some serious comfort. You get quite a bit of counter space in here. And what's cool is this sink, instead of being split, you get a double really deep sink. So it makes you really feel like you're at home with cooking. The oven itself is bigger than a usual RV oven. And so I feel like overall, this gives you an experience of having a bit of features that give it more of a residential feel. And this dual swing is kind of cool. I don't know if you've seen these before, but you can swing these open on either side, which is pretty darn cool. It's also got lots of storage space. So overall, I feel like the kitchen gives you more of a residential feel than a lot of campers do. And here's one of the features that makes it feel more like a couple's RV. All right, so right here, you basically have your two couches. All right, what's cool about this is you can basically move this table around to whatever you need to, whether it be, for writing or for eating, So, and since it's independent, you basically each have your own table. Now, what's cool about this is these can actually just go away completely. These come out of their holding thing, and then they're completely gone. Now, I think this is a pretty cool feature because most of the time with dinonettes, they take up that space, and they're really not going to be used as a dinette for the most part. You're just going to be, kind of sitting there, eat, and it doesn't take that long to eat, and then you're done. You want to hang out, you want to watch TV, you want to look at the nice fireplace, and so on. So I think, especially for couples, this is a great way to go. The bed has its his and hers lights and all that other stuff on here. So they did well with the bed area, creating kind of a nook and his and her lights. But, it is just a bed, of course. Here in the bathroom, you do have the miser shower, which is kind of cool if you are boondocking, because you can save while your water is being heated. It'll cycle, and then when you're ready, it'll then go down the drain. So you're not wasting water that way. And of course, it does have a porcelain tub. But check this out: tons of space in here for the bathroom for storage. So pretty cool that way. And also in here, you actually get tons of space for, again, more storage. Because of the fireplace and the general layout within such a small space of the kitchen, I feel like it gives it a little more of a home feel than a typical camper would. But so the real question is, can you use the slide out in and still utilize the kitchen area and get to the bathroom? Now, you can definitely get to the bathroom because you can come in through the bedroom entrance and then come into the bathroom. So that's no problem. So the real question is, with this kitchen area, if you're staying in a harvest host, and let's say, for example, you wanted to use the kitchen area, could you use it? So let's bring in the slide out and see what happens. All right, so we got the slide out in, okay? And here you can see the area, of course, is a little more contained. So you're not necessarily going to be using the fireplace or anything like that. You can hang out in the bedroom, and you could sit with one person maybe, and they could eat. So you both could actually sit down and, I think, eat, and maybe even watch TV, and maybe even turn on the fireplace, but you'd be pretty close, so it'd be kind of toasty. And then you can actually open the oven, so you could use the oven, and you can easily get to the fridge, so there's no problem there. So having it in road mode, so to speak, you can still get to the sink. Everything seems like you could get to it. Again, you could even get through there and get to the bathroom, but you wouldn't have to because you can go through the other entrance. But I think it's definitely road worthy to stop at a harvest host and do whatever you want and still have full functionality of the camper. All right, so a pretty cool camper, right? I think it's definitely roadworthy. You can get to things, go to a Harvest Host and do all that kind of stuff. And it's got enough of a space within the kitchen to feel more like a home than a camper. And as a couples camper, it is pretty comfortable sitting there either in front of the fireplace, in front of the TV, or whatever. So you're basically able to hang out effectively. And I love that it doesn't have a regular dinette because you're not having to like get the table up and down. And if you're two people, you actually each have your own table. So you can, one person could be eating, one person could be relaxing and reading something. And it's a bit more comfortable than the typical dinette will be. And that all can go away. They also give you tons of storage space. So overall, I think this is a great camper to get on in as a couple, use it as base camp, or just visiting, relatives and all that kind of stuff. I think it's really, for the size, still very versatile. You can still get to the national campgrounds and all that kind of stuff, and you're not limited in the places you can go, while at the same time giving you enough space to make it feel more like a regular camper than something like, as short as a Geo Pro, which is still really good, but it's very compact in its space. So for the length of the camper, they've done a huge job with this Mini Lite in the space that you get. So if you want to check one out, come on down to Open Road RV in Arlington, Washington. Be happy to have a cup of coffee with you and show you all about this or any other campers we have in our lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.